of deadly death. All right, set skills. I have so much SP, but I have no skills. That's already on. I have literally 1 skill and 6. Wait, why did that? Oh, that's all I have. Yeah, if you want to post, if you want to like talk about current thoughts and stuff, the Discord has a channel where you can post whatever you want with spoiler tags. Oh, okay. All right, so I don't know why I would need to do anything else in here. I guess we're gonna finish preparations.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class tree. If you
Okay,
can
yep,
think
I remember this.
Okay, let's talk about the murder weapon.
Post your Sam Super Sweaties, please. Yeah, I bought a bunch of stuff from the Monokuma machine at the beginning of the stream. First, we have to make clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow. Oh god, the spinning. I forgot about the spinning. Locker room dumbbell. Yeah, that's the only thing I have. Is it trying to be nice to me? Okay, I'm trying to remember how to speed up and slow down.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument.
Okay, I'm remembering how to play. It's the Y button.
Blunt instrument could it have been?
Why wasn't that right? Oh, because it was... okay. It's about contradicting them. Okay.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head
So it was a head wound.
According to the Monokuma
For sure.
file, the killer used a blunt instrument.
Right.
But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
Right, so that's not a contradiction.
I bet it was an iron pipe.
He said it was an iron pipe, which we know is wrong.
No, that's wrong.
Okay, there we go. Break!
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell, found at the scene of the crime? It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell.
Also, why would somebody just yell, I think it was an iron pipe, when there's
As far as I'm
no...
concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
Yay! That's so creepy!
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here.
Why will
Let's
you
move on
proceed?
to discussion of the culprit. Although, I
He bought a
believe the
10K
criminal
crystal ball,
behind
that's
this
true.
heinous act is already quite clear.
Oh, really?
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is
You're gonna say it's Toko.
the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Okay. Did he really kill Chihiro? A new element has been added. Okay, sure. For this debate, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. What? Your truth bullets will disappear if they hit these lines, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. If there's a way to keep this white noise from getting in your way, press the A button to attach the silencer. What? If you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease. So take careful aim when you have your silencer out. But if your action difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. I think mine is like middle difficulty. In which case you can forget about the silencer and just focus on the situation in front of you. Okay, sorry. I'm done. I'm okay. So right now it'll just shoot. So I got the case file. Okay. So if I press A, I'll have the silencer on?
I'm sure.
Okay.
Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
Hey, so...
Oh, I missed.
Speaking of Genocide Jack, I don't know who that is.
I missed. I just missed. That was like the worst miss. It was so
Culprit
close.
is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible.
That was annoying.
What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on.
It's because
There's just no proof
who
for it.
who is you? Oh my god, I fucked it up that time.
Speaking of Genocide Jack,
Who?
know who that
Okay.
is.
The reason I fucked up the first time is because I keep pressing trigger buttons to shoot a gun. Because in almost every game I play, trigger buttons are shooting
Culprit
guns.
is Genocide Jack. I'm sure.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Case closed.
I keep forgetting to press Y.
But that's impossible.
I have to shoot.
What makes it
First. I have to
impossible?
A first
Well,
before I
I mean-
Y.
Come on. There's just no proof for it.
I was like, I pressed that so early this time. If it doesn't count, I'm gonna lose it. Okay.
I might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the
Sure,
police
we
put
have the
together about
information,
the
yeah.
Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail.
Right.
According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
No!
No. It's actually bloodlust.
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
The other characteristic is, I'm not mistaken, has to do with the position of the body.
I got it! Apparently, in every Genocide Jack
It, like,
case,
told
the
me.
killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way. So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware
Yeah, we don't
of
need
it?
to hear Hifumi talk anymore, please.
There's only one logical answer I can think of. It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way!
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes, in fact, it's Toko.
Dun dun dun!
What?
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
Byakuya owns you with facts and logic ASMR. No, I hate it.
What? Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has like bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
She has multiple personality disorder.
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle. Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
I feel like he like took advantage of the fact that she wanted to bone him so hard. It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it. What it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also not to be Toko. The answer is she's not just one person, but multiple people, right? Blech. Sorry. I don't remember what the Hangman's Gambit is. Uh-oh. Oh, God. I'm in outer space. Oh, yeah, wait. What word is this? What the heck word is this? I'm just shooting random letters. S. What word is this? S blank H? Sushi? School? Shit? L? Can I just hit whatever letters I want? Oh, I missed one. That counted as missing. I literally, another S? I literally don't have any word. What's happening now? It's not a Z. Oh no. Is it, does it say schizo? No. Are you serious? Oh, I hate it. I hate you, game. That's bullshit. Fuck you.
Now I understand. Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
That's like actually really offensive, but okay.
Huh?
I think I read that somewhere in the file, too. They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Perfectly acceptable.
We just saw her hit her head and like become somebody
Toko's
else.
strange
so...
behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
Her behavior changed.
I got it! You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
No! Please don't show me that. No, stop! Yeah, the world has a front and a back, a top ending and a bottom, a sea of truth and a web of lies. Uh-oh, random voice time.
Funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without
It's just
permission.
weird, like it's weird,
Not to mention
that
once
she
regained
would...
consciousness and saw
It's
Chihiro's
weird,
body
like
again,
this isn't how
she
it
was
would work.
utterly calm.
So this translation's from 2014.
In other words,
okay.
within her
But
is
this was
one
the original
personality
puzzle
that can't
answer,
have
right?
blood, and one that obviously can.
This is just not how this works, I guess.
So when Toko trapped herself in
I mean,
her
I guess
room,
it's a
it's because she was scared
supernatural
of Genocide Jack?
game or whatever, but I still... She wasn't scared of Genocide Jack. She is Genocide Jack. Right, like, this was not subtle at all in this game. I won't let Genocide Jack have control. Like, I'll drive out the killer, drive out the murderous fiend.
The reason
I
she
am the
locked
killer.
herself in
No,
her
okay.
room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality
But
from
that's
getting
not...
out.
Also, like, you don't hit your head and become another personality.
What?
Like, that's just not how it works.
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How?
You've seen the strat in Among Us? Yes.
Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation.
I love that sprite of Celeste, or that drawing of Celeste over there where she's like, what?
She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
Nani?
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
Oh.
What?
Wait. She is saying that, though.
You promised. I can't believe you lied.
Oh.
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story.
What?
I didn't ask you to. This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale. Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise...
Eat the rich is what I'm gonna say. Right, she said I couldn't keep your promise. Or keep you the promise or whatever.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me.
See, that's what I said. Like, it was, whatever it was, it was for, because she wants to bone him so bad.
That's the only reason I promised.
How many times do I have to tell you? I never said that, but you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I tried. I swear I tried to control it, but...
Yeah, that answer,
your
it would have,
efforts
I
were
would never have
useless.
guessed that that was the
What a
answer. It would have made me mad.
disappointment.
I just was like, why is there a Z? And we do crosswords now all the time.
I hate you.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
Person?
I like her holding her braids like that. It's nice.
You don't mean...
Oh, they're gonna make or try to make Genocide Jack come out? A huge thud echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second... No, it's gonna be the sprite, isn't it? I'm mad. No, don't do it. No, oh, it's worse! It's worse!
Is it me you were hoping
Oh,
to
it's
see?
way worse!
What the heck? So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
Boo.
What the fuck is this?
I agree.
Toko, what happened to you?
Not Toko, that's a loser name, and what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's faults.
I don't know who Ripper Roo from Crash Bandicoot is, but I don't want to play that game ever. No, whoa, ma'am. Your theory was way cooler? I bet it was.
So intense.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie.
Okay.
Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
This is the murderous fiend Genocide Jack. This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation.
Don't talk,
What are your thoughts on
Hifumi.
that?
I'm so sick of you.
Well, I'll tell you, I am the mastermind of all masterminds! Just kidding!
Her eyes are like flower shaped.
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true. How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid? And another thing.
Monokuma's like,
the
ew.
government and society in the outside world are totally powerless. I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town.
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone.
What?
Just kidding again!
Oh, okay. My character right now is me 100%. Just no words, mouth open, sweaty as fuck, clenching their heart because he feels like he's gonna have a heart attack.
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death.
I 100% hope she goes, I didn't actually do it though.
There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
Please say you didn't do it though.
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Okay, so that motive doesn't work for me because she literally told you. She literally told you last night that she was Genocide Jack. Why would she kill someone to hide that if she just told you?
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
Fuck yes. Okay, that's exciting.
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
It's gotta be Byaku, whatever, because he is the only other one that knew how Genocide Jack kills people.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Whoops. Oh no, I hit auto by accident.
Yeah, I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
Byakugan, yeah. Maybe. Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. What she said, I need to get some more details about all of this. That's true. If the file was there, anyone could have known. But the problem with that, though, is that Bia wouldn't let us into the archives when he was in there, and he was in there all day. Oh, do I have to shoot bullets again? Okay, status of the dead body. All right, can I read what the status was? I guess not.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
Oop, wrong button. I didn't mean to press that. I meant to press the other one.
Shoot.
I know. I meant to press A. I'm sorry.
Sorry, but I didn't
How do I
kill
heal myself?
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
The status of the body. The status of the body is what I'm thinking about. The status of the body.
When you compare your
status of the body.
This incident,
The status of the body.
matches completely. What more proof
Oh, I
do we
missed.
need?
Okay, you
Give it
heal
up.
with answers.
You
Okay,
killed
yeah,
her.
that was an actual question. Sorry. Okay, so the body is similar, but it's not the same.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
Because it wasn't.
When you
It was like
compare your past
stabbing,
murders to this
typically.
incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
That's not true because she would stab people, not hit them with a thing. This has been bothering me the whole time. Every single time she stabbed people.
Really exactly the same?
And so she debludgeoned
I'm not so
this
sure
one.
about that.
It's not the same.
I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
I mean, yeah, I don't like Toko either. It's fine.
Oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you!
This voice actor probably had a glorious time playing this.
I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee.
Right.
This is no creation of mine.
Are
Let
the
me
Japanese
rephrase that
voices
in a way
in
that maybe makes more sense.
the Steam version?
There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Chef Boyardee. That was my favorite thing when I was little. My favorite thing was the canned spaghetti. Oh, so good. In the photos from the other Genocide Jack cases, look at the neck and stomach. Here you'll see a clear difference. The victim's fatal injury.
I got it! For one, the cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way.
Right.
According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors.
Custom-made scissors.
But Chihiro died from a blow to the head,
I guess
right?
the thing that, like, if you're a murderer and you have to make do with what you have to make do with.
Ah, yes. That is remarkable.
But I wonder if the
different
warehouse
from
would
the
probably
other
have a
murders.
bunch of scissors, though, if she needed to commit murder.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini,
Ma'am.
then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
Ma'am.
Could you please
I hate
stop
pesto.
comparing killing people to cooking?
I hate pesto. It's my least favorite.
Are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
How she was suspended. All the other victims were stabbed through their hands. Here you see a clear difference. What was used to suspend her?
I got it! Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her?
I only use garlic bread. Wah, 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 wah.
They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
Right, not scissors or whatever.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them. Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
This murder is cilantro, 1000%. That's
And guess
correct.
what? I use my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement.
Please don't bite your thumb off.
Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's 2 differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
She called him Big Mac. Oh my god.
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Is she Sawyer from Lost, giving people nicknames and shit?
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case.
I want a Big Mac too, damn.
There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
They were all boys?
A pattern?
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
They were all boys. I can't look at chat right now because I know there's gonna be accidental spoilers. If you look at the names of every victim, what you'll notice is, I think I figured it out, I know why she couldn't. Because Chihiro was a girl. The rest of them were boys, I remember that from their names.
Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo! Bullseye! Right on the money!
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases,
Right, their
all
names
the
were
victims
like
had something in common.
Takashi or something, or Takeshi, which I think is a boy's name. Like, yeah, Ken, Shoji, I know Takahashi, Takafumi, like... I'm glad they didn't try to change the names to American names for that.
That's right! The people I killed with such passion and
This is the same
conviction
voice actress, for
were
sure.
adorable little men! I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
Okay, honestly, like, I hated her, and I love this Genocide Jill situation so much. Like, I know it's problematic and stupid, but I really like the way that they're writing this character and the way it's acting.
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the movie side of me just hates it. But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
She said boy on boy. Are all of her love stories homosexual?
So since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid.
Character solely murders men. Beep. Hee hee, I like this character.
I have too much passion and
No.
conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely, when you're forced to kill in order to survive.
What?
Quiet, lowly cur!
Lowly? Cur?
I love the word cur so much.
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect.
This is truly the most damning part of it. Why would she do, like, okay, let's say Jill was the killer. Why would she intentionally make it like it was her? Like, why? In the anime, she said, shut your whole ass face. I fucking love it.
That does make some amount of sense.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors.
Bro, this has to be a reference to Clock Tower. It really does.
Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Yeah, but there's a big difference between switching to, like, knives.
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors!
One problem with this, though, is how would you get scissors like that made and not get caught? But yes, she is an artiste.
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Anime, I guess that's fair.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, I guess she could make them herself, sure. Oh. Fuck.
She's fully equipped!
That's right! So I can kill anywhere, anytime!
Snip, snip!
Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side?
Kill Monokuma? I know, seriously. Hi, Starcat, welcome.
Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong. You can't, can you? Gutter dogs, all of you.
She had marks on her thighs, what, like
I have
cutting
no clue
marks?
how to tie a good knot. So rope's totally out of the question anyway.
I have no idea what's going on anymore.
I just love how
Could this villain really be innocent?
Taka's like, what is fucking happening? What is happening? I want to go take a nap.
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or whatever.
Oh, it was like custom holsters on her legs for the scissors. Cool. There is one person who could have copied. Yeah, we already just said that. It was Stupid Butt. Butt fuck, where are you? You. Your name
Here's
is
my answer.
Butthole.
Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it?
Instead of Byakuya, his name is now just Buttfuck.
You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records.
Yeah, if the things on her legs aren't clarified in plot, I would love to know what they were supposed to be.
Plus, you've already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened.
Oh, this music is such a fucking bop.
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
They're tally marks. Ooh, thank you. That's cool as shit. Also, I was like, oh man, if I stream longer, my throat's gonna lose it, but I forgot the cases have so much voice acting that my throat is like, it's chill.
Then the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking since the beginning of this.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses man was behind it all. Oh, I'm on fire!
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me.
Can we kill the rich dude now?
Then I must ask.
I hope they paper cut
when
him to
would you
death
say
with
I
money when he
began acting
dies.
Suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Hit those
Looking
rat
back
jams,
and
chat.
Thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
Yeah, he was like, go on in. Yeah, he was like, everything's suspicious. Let's start with the girls' locker room. Why would you start with the girls' locker room unless you knew she was in there?
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room
Yeah.
right away, right? But since you're a guy,
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should
Okay,
check
that's
the
a fair
girls'
that's a
locker
fair
room.
response.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
on the contrary, there's something very strange.
The locker rooms are all fucked up, like
Okay,
they're
then.
backwards.
What's so strange about it? Go ahead. Share with the rest of the class.
There was a clear contradiction in what he just said. I need to make it clear to everyone. A new element? Okay. Next, we're going to add something called a truth flashback. If you aim at a weak spot and hold down the Y button, then you'll memorize that weak spot. This memorized phrase can only be shot once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change the truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or contradiction in your loaded truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case. I'm gonna fuck this up already. When's the best time to flashback? Well, you'll just have to use your keen wits, won't you? I'm already gonna forget this. If you don't use a flashback, you won't be refuting anything. Good luck and have fun. Monokuma file number 2. Okay.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
Okay.
But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it. That's
can't
a
get over that.
natural reaction for any guy.
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl.
Okay.
So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
you wish you'd taken me with you.
Ew. Okay, I realize there's a clear contradiction there. Because it doesn't make sense how I could have known before we even found it. I don't know what this truth bullet is. Monokuma File 2. That's what this was. That's what my bullet is, right? Is it Monokuma File 2? Yeah, I think that's my... This is my bullet. No, I don't want help. Okay, that was my help. Or my thing. Okay.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the file.
Can I grab this?
But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro.
That's the only bullet I had.
No,
Those were the only two options I had, so I just smashed buttons. I didn't even read it or care.
I'll tell you what's so strange about that. Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was.
Really? Were there multiple people missing?
So your claim that you went
Oh,
to the
there were,
girls'
because we only
locker
saw
room
4
first because
people.
Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold
Oh,
up.
that's right, because only a couple of us came down to
I
breakfast.
see. That's a good answer, I must admit. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
Okay.
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go.
What's with Byakuya's attitude? It's like he doesn't even care. I've got him cornered, but he's acting like it has nothing to do with him.
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
Okay.
There is.
Look at how sweaty I am.
There is more to it. Think about it.
Wife?
We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents.
Right.
The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
In where?
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
Sure. The differences between this case and other Genocide Jack murders. The evidence that proves Byakuya is responsible is hidden in there. What could it be? I know, wife has been real quiet. She was like straight up right here. Okay, lamp.
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
Yeah, that's not a contradiction.
Chihiro was suspended with
A rope, but it wasn't a rope. It wasn't a rope though.
That's right! It absolutely was!
then there must be something very fishy indeed about that
Right.
rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Yes, you had.
No, it's wrong.
Haha, contradiction.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before. Because, you see, that rope, or should I say,
Electric
that extension cord?
extension cord.
What? An extension cord?
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the
Yep.
library all this
Murder.
time went missing after the murder. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as
Makoto's
much
the
as you
ultimate
do
wiener, yes.
wouldn't discover that fact.
And Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message.
But then he's gonna be like, well, how did I get in the girls' locker room?
I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned, as if he's not even involved. Wait, not even involved?
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
Mom, he's bothering me again.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second?
I'm so sweaty. I mean, Makoto is.
I think we need to talk about this a little more.
While I stand next to the picture of my dead girlfriend, not girlfriend.
Good. Do we really
Ooh,
need
your dinner
to?
turned out. What'd you
We've
have?
already
Was it
decided
pasta?
we did.
I know, but still. There's something that's still bothering me.
Oh yeah, he's really sweaty. He does have a hoodie with a jacket over it. That's pretty sweaty.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you?
Yeah, multiple people in chat were like, his
I
outfit's
killed
too
her
hot.
in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime.
Because you can't get in there, you dumb fuck.
Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath.
Tofu rice bowl? Oh,
What
that sounds
about
so
all
good.
that bothers you?
Thanks for being cool, Erskine. Chihiro's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room, but does that mean... Can I really just accept what Byakuya said as the truth? I don't think so. There's something off about what he said. It's the scene of the crime.
I got it! You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right?
How did you
But
get
are you
in there?
sure about that?
Yeah.
Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown.
Damn, that's harsh.
She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that. How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Did he have a friend?
I think it's
There's
entirely
being an
possible
accomplice
that she
is
was killed somewhere else.
the stupidest thing to
then
do because you
carried there
still
later,
die.
along with the rest of the murder scene.
Right, because the poster was moved, the rug was moved.
The rest of the murder scene? That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
I believe I do.
Hey Byakuya, did I just take you off guard? He's got like a really big vein in his forehead. When the story suddenly moved to the crime scene, Byakuya, who'd been so confident up until now, maybe Byakuya never even realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else.
Hey, don't just move on without permission. What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Evidence that shows the murder took place somewhere else. There was something that was switched between the boys' and girls' locker room. Yeah, it was the freaking poster.
I got it!
But also the rugs,
the proof
too.
that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
I like when anime eyebrows come above the anime
poster in the
hair.
girls' locker room was a picture of a big-boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange? Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
Makoto, I got a lot of stuff to teach you right now. Big titty.
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
He actually said, Mega Boba. Yes.
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
DD Mega Booba. Wow.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
Omelette de fromage.
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms.
Rug.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
Rug.
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Yeah, this translation's pretty good.
Protein coffee? While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet, but I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
It's not that the stain was scrubbed away. It was moved.
I got it! The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away.
Fuck yeah, Sakura is the best.
In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other.
Right.
It's certainly plausible, don't you think? What? In other words, In order to completely swap the scene of the
You guys
crime,
can't see it, but I'm like bopping right now.
the bloodstained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Huh?
Why would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place?
Now I'm scared.
To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device.
Right.
But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room. She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
I highly doubt that.
My tea today is Forever Nuts Bum David's tea. I was lazy and I just used the tea. The first tea I grabbed. It's really
I'm telling
good.
you, I know how she could have done it.
So she could have swapped passports with somebody? Please? Please let that be the answer?
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah, I've got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook.
I don't think that's a
She
contradiction.
was the ultimate programmer.
That's
after all.
fair.
I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
No, I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
Oh shit, wrong button!
I'm talking about Leon's handbook,
Oh, God.
of course.
Okay, God. I pressed Y instead of A on that one. But that's okay, I had enough time still. Woo, that was close.
No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Shit's broke.
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
I love her so much.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
No, just against
Actually, the rule states
loaning
that
it.
loaning your handbook
Right.
is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup, yup, yup. Hit the nail square on the noggin.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
Psst! You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook,
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just wrong?
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
Okay. Is that it then? Chihiro was killed in the girls' locker room and Byakuya is the one who did it? Really? Still, I don't know what else I can do.
Hold on a second. I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So,
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
what?
What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
No?
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
No?
Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
So the gun goes off
For
if
real?
you try to sneak in behind someone.
Now
Is
then,
when the gun is supposed to
what
go
is it you
off.
want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
So before I even know what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead, and where she took us was the dead body. Yep. Okay.
The girls' locker room?
We've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
You want to check it again?
Be sure to examine the entire
I mean, I
body
have
very
a theory,
carefully.
obviously, but...
Examine her carefully.
Oh, shut up.
Using our hands?
I hate you.
No way, no way, no way, no way, no way!
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just based on religious grounds, you know?
Very well. I'll do it.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her. So just leave this to me.
I love Sakura so much.
Sakura? What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about?
Jill, now is not the time, Jill.
That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay.
Jill horny. Someone bonk her, please.
I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Putting her hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura then began to quietly examine her body.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but... What? This is... What is this...
What is it?
Not possible. It's not possible.
Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled.
This girl is
what?
Is a boy.
Damn.
Ah, I see. So she was actually a he. Interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact.
So I will start by saying I spent this whole week thinking that this was going to be something transphobic about Sakura the whole time. So I'm glad that it's not that. I spent the whole week thinking it was going to be like Sakura's really a boy because she's all beefy or whatever. Not that I'm saying this is better, but it's a little different than what I was expecting.
What?
Also, I think it's going to boil down to how these characters react to it. Well, I don't know if Sakura was... I don't think she's being transphobic here. I don't know how... I just think she might not know how to handle this. It depends on what she's going to do.
You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
Then it's really true?
Chihiro was a guy?
All right, for a second, I was like, please don't lift up that skirt and show me.
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat. Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
He was a cross-dresser?
Oh, except for Jill's like, oh my god, that's actually really funny, though. That is funny. Jill's like, fuck, I could have killed this person.
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh?
It's transphobic, but it was funny. I'm sorry. Okay.
Yes.
I guess
that
that's...
certainly does make things much more exciting.
let this keep going. I'm sorry. I'm like stopping to think, and it doesn't make sense for me to stop and think.
I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial.
It's very complicated because were this to be translated differently, and I don't know what's about to happen, right? But if it was translated differently and what Sakura said wasn't she was a he, but Sakura said she has a penis, then that would be a different translation and not be transphobic versus her saying she was a he. And I think even that small change would have made it less, but I also don't know what's about to happen because right now they could continue to be fucked up.
We've all just learned
so we'll
if a
see.
shot exciting revelation that Chihiro was actually a
Born a boy. Born a
pick up
boy.
from there.
Much better if we just say born a boy. It's 2 extra words.
Yes.
One
well,
extra word.
I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but
Okay,
a boy.
yep, nope, it's getting worse. Nope, it's getting worse. Never mind. Thought we could just move on, but
because
it's
the
getting
victim
worse.
was male, he would have had no
Oh.
problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
I think them changing the pronouns is what is too much here.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
One thing I will say, though, is the other thing that's interesting to me is that I have friends who are boys who dress like girls, but they're not. I don't know truly, like, there's no oh God, this is a really difficult thing to talk about here, because I don't know, like, we don't have the character here to say, no, I like she pronouns and you're fucking this all up for me now, right? So this doesn't work on multiple levels.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial
It gets less
assertion.
ambiguous. Okay, great. Never mind. Let's just keep
The
going.
victim was killed in the
I'm
boys' locker
trying.
room.
Oh my God,
and was
wait.
then later
My
moved
chair
to
just
the girls'
slipped.
locker room.
Whoop.
And the
I'm trying to
killer
like
could have easily used Sayaka
explain
or
this, but we
Junko's
just need to let it
handbook to
go.
get into the
Let's keep
girls'
going.
locker room.
Yeah.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd.
I mean, the motive for moving. Also, the other thing that's not about that is how could they move? I guess that they keep talking about how once someone's body is dead, it's just an object. That's one thing that they said multiple times earlier. But who moved it? Let's say Byakuya killed her in the boys' locker room because that's where she was working out. How did Byakuya move the body into the girls' locker room without an accomplice?
I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
I can't wait till you get fucking killed.
This is the most
Eat the
titillating
rich.
situation.
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
He's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
He would have to have an accomplice.
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it.
Right.
But
Right, he couldn't have moved the body into the girls' locker room.
I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
What? But aren't you
I don't know
the
about
one
that
who
part.
accused him in the first place?
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
I think
you
you
think
can,
that
from
might
what
be
they
because
said, the
it
losing
doesn't
scene
have
in every
anything to
case
do
is the
with it?
same scene, but I don't know. I don't obviously don't know myself. Okay.
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder.
Right.
At least, that's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you.
Right.
And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy. If you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but...
What's the motive of connecting himself to the murder? Getting it wrong means they'll all die. What's messed up is the accomplice. Like, let's say that you are the accomplice, you also die. Like last week, Mono was like, yes, you can have one accomplice, but only you will escape.
It's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct.
So no one would
for the
ever want to
time
be an
being.
accomplice.
mark it as correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit.
What?
I just
you doing?
happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
What? So the implication there is still that someone killed her in the boys' locker room, moved her to the girls' locker room, and then just left her on the floor? And then he just hung her up?
Are you fucking with us right now?
But then we would be wrong. That doesn't, none of this makes any sense.
No, I am not effing with you right now.
The
I'm telling you
translation.
the truth.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his
Her.
body?
My reasons hardly matter right now.
Sorry, I'm trying to autocorrect for them.
Culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say? Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
We're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every
Because otherwise we're all
possibility.
dead.
Because if we're wrong, we...
I just said that.
Very well then. I'm with you too.
Hashtag let Byakuya say fuck.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Perfect.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway,
But who could have
let's
done it
discuss
then?
this all as
Who
a group
is
one more
I?
time. We still have time to make our decision.
Like, I don't think it's going to be something along the lines of, like, somebody caught her in the boys' locker room and then killed her because they were like, why are you in here? That doesn't make any sense.
That's very true.
So I don't... Why is hair and eyebrows mad? I don't know, but that's a good name for him.
The lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
Does he just want to die? Does he not care? Who's the real killer who murdered Chihiro? There's one thing we can be sure that we know about the killer. The killer was able to gain access to the real murder scene, which means the killer is a guy. Since the crime scene was in the boys' locker room, you would need a boys' handbook to get in. Since Leon's handbook is apparently broken, the killer would have had to use their own. In other words, it had to have been a guy. But that's still not enough. I need to find some more clues. Okay. All right, what clues do I got? Celeste's account. Bro, I don't remember what it was. What did she say? How do I see what she said? I don't even remember what it was.
Isn't there a single clue that
Oh, wrong
might lead
button.
us
Shit.
to who did it?
Wrong button.
Well, clues are one thing, but
I don't remember what she said.
did nobody get a look at the killer?
How would anyone have seen the
Sure,
killer?
if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some
Oh,
point.
she saw her in the
Even
thing.
That might be enough.
Yeah,
for
she
now.
did see her. Okay, I remember.
All we need right now is any kind of new info.
Oh, that's not right? Shit. Oh, because it wasn't a contradiction. It wasn't a contradiction. Come on, Samantha. It has to be a contradiction.
Isn't there a single
It's gotta be a
clue
contradiction.
that might lead us to who did it?
It's got to be a contradiction.
Clues are one thing.
Sorry, it's for some reason it's hard for me to
Nobody get a
keep that
look
in my
at the
memory.
killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that
Yeah,
might
that's
be
like a
enough
one
for
thing
now.
that it's just I'm not
Yeah.
very good at the
All we need right now is any kind of new info.
what was the key?
It's
Why
over.
would say that?
It's all over. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer.
And only the killer.
Oh shit, that's the wrong button.
And it's not
Everything's
like they're
wrong.
just gonna turn themselves in.
I did everything wrong.
Game over, man. Game over.
Wow, I did everything wrong.
No!
Oh, you think that was Jill laughing? Oh, maybe. Okay. Okay, I was right. I just
Isn't
messed it
there a
up.
single clue
How do I
that
go
might
faster?
lead us
Oh
to
shit,
who
that's the
did
wrong
it?
button.
Well, clues are one thing.
I don't remember how to go faster.
Did nobody get a look at the killer?
I guess we're just gonna live through
I'm sure
this.
if someone saw the killer, they would have said something.
I don't know why I'm so bad at pushing the right buttons in this
Perhaps
game.
someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be
You're right,
enough.
it is the B button.
It's over.
Okay.
It's all over.
Okay, it's Y.
You want to know who saw the victim?
It's the buttons are not what you
The
expect.
killer.
And only the killer.
No, that's wrong.
Oh, the help button. I was trying to press other buttons to see
I
which one would
believe
bring up the
someone else did
information,
see
but
the
I
victim
probably
before he was
could have
murdered.
pressed the start button.
What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes, I did see him.
Huh? Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this. The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night.
Her.
Before nighttime.
Her.
I saw him
Her.
stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag, and then, I assume,
She.
he headed off to exercise.
Sorry.
Jacket in a duffel bag. But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when he said something that struck me.
You like my
as
fandom?
rather
Good. She.
odd.
Well, I better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was
She.
in a hurry.
Beep screaming she, her pronouns at the screen is the best way to play this chapter? Yes.
But why would he be in a
She.
hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him.
Her. I'm trying.
Mr. Fujisaki was on
She,
his way to meet
you suck.
someone,
Yeah, no,
and
fuck
then
you.
they
Oh,
were going to
Hifumi,
work
I
out
hate you.
together.
I hate you.
But Hina and I had invited him
Her.
to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always
She.
declined.
Probably because he was
She.
afraid you'd find out the secret he was
She.
hiding, right?
Which means that conversely,
She.
he must have trusted whoever he was
She.
meeting with very much. Enough so that he was
She.
willing to risk his
Her.
secret being revealed.
What a marvelous friendship!
We could use they also. You know what? I'm okay with they too. The reason I'm using she is because she was in many scenes where people use she pronouns for her around her. And so therefore, if she wasn't okay with she pronouns, she would have had problems at the time. She would have said something, or probably would have said something. It could be, the pronouns could have been they, them. They is okay too. I'm just yelling she because we called her she to her face a bunch of times too.
The point is, whoever he
She.
met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
There's no good answer except I don't think it's he, so
But
fuck
knowing
this,
what we
people.
know, I can't even guess.
The reason that I'm saying that he is wrong is because she used female pronouns for herself. That's true. Ooh, actually, that's possible. She probably used female pronouns for herself. That's true. Okay. Either way,
No,
these
you
people are all
already have
wrong.
What you need to make the connection.
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
I don't.
Seriously?
Bro, I have literally no idea.
Who is it? Who's the
Who
killer?
would go to the gym with her? That would be a boy that she knows.
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Her.
Are you sure about that?
I literally don't
You
know.
really think we can figure out who did it based on 2 pieces of evidence that we don't have?
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's
Could it-
nothing to get fingerprints from.
How do we know? We didn't really look really good for the evidence. That bag could be somewhere.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
I don't like inferences,
Easy
but
for
whatever.
you to say, but fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket?
The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse.
Okay.
All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from.
Okay.
Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he
She. Sorry, I just yelled. Does Chihiro's track jacket really hold some clue about the killer? Somehow, it's really hard to believe. Uh-oh. I don't know what it is. Okay, Celeste's account. Can I press help? No, there's no help button to push here.
First of all,
Oh wait, hold on. Oh no, it doesn't. It doesn't show me. Like I can't. It gives me the information, but not the. I can't
he was
do
on
the.
his way to go exercise.
Fuck
So next we have
you.
to ask,
Fuck you. Sorry.
why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is...
The
The
culprit.
killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
Okay.
I don't even have a tracksuit.
Okay.
Cause exercising sucks.
What?
I have a white tracksuit personally.
Okay.
I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Okay.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
Okay. What?
No way.
No, it
Not a
didn't
chance.
because none of them said they had blue
You heard him, right?
tracksuits.
What he just said without even realizing it?
Who? She's right. What he said just now is really odd. How did he know something like that?
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask,
Okay.
why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
Okay, but it was blue, right?
So, what you're saying is... The killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit
Oh yeah,
as
how
him?
did he know that they had the blue tracksuit? How did he know it was blue? Because Celeste told us it was blue, but we didn't say it was blue.
Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
Huh? What'd I say?
Oh no, it was Mondo that did it?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said,
I saw him stuffing her. Sorry, we're talking about Chihiro again. I saw her stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag, and then I assumed she headed off to exercise.
she never said anything about the jacket's color.
Yeah, how'd you know?
So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you... You just...
Hey, Celeste, what color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
It was blue.
As a matter of fact, it was blue?
Oh shit.
And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
Just me.
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Whoa.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
He killed her.
Because I just...
I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No.
No, that can't be it.
Yeah, no, he didn't.
The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was
I love you so much. Goodbye.
is if he saw Cherry with it before he died. That's
He
the
called her
only
Cherry?
possibility.
Sorry, I just called Jill he. Jill called her Cherry.
Cherry? Are you talking about Chihiro? So, how about it? Did you see the
Is Jill
tracksuit,
gonna be the
didn't
only
you?
one that's not transphobic? This is gonna be glorious.
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past
She.
me, and he was
She.
carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
Her.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony,
It was in her duffel bag. She stuffed the jacket in her bag and So this is the original testimony. We can use she pronouns here. And just like that, she was gone.
when Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag.
But why though? And also we're really making the idea that they were wearing matching tracksuits. They're really making that a big deal. Although I guess now it doesn't matter whether they matched or not because either way, Mondo knew that she had the blue
You
tracksuit.
just ran into him
Her.
briefly. You couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
It would appear you've dug your own grave.
Oops, shitcorn is out of here.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it?
I love Celeste too.
Your true intention was to draw a
I really like
tongue
these
from the
characters. They're
culprit.
so interesting.
That's why you said you knew who did it, to put them on edge.
We can use they pronouns too. Look at that. We have the capability. Hey,
That's
Zeph.
right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him
Really?
from the very beginning.
Why though?
Why? What made you so
This game
suspicious?
knows what I'm thinking all the time and it weirds me out.
That's a good question.
Because I hate him. The way he was acting?
There was a certain turning point that ticked me off.
I hadn't had to answer for somebody else.
Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently.
Yes, dude, do you remember? Do you remember earlier when he said dude and I said, why did he refer to her as dude? I caught that.
You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happen to refer to him as dude. Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
Wow. I caught it, but I didn't realize I had caught it.
You notice such a tiny detail?
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful!
Jill is like, I want to lick you.
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Okay, I think we can go off emote only now that we're probably past the bad parts. If y'all could. Thanks for doing that.
Mondo, was it really you?
If y'all want to talk more about this case specifically, again, Discord is going to be the best place.
Did you really kill Chihiro?
I didn't kill anyone.
Yeah, this is Def. This is my first time playing it. I'm really enjoying it.
You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
You did murder.
Yeah, he would never do something like that.
But who moved the body into the girls' locker room?
It's true. My reasoning
That's my
in life
problem.
is
We
pretty
still don't know
shady.
who did that.
That was fast.
Oh, I'm stupid. I'm stupid. So also Mondo was the one that knew that the passports were in there. So Mondo knew and Mondo could use the passports.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
My time has nearly come.
Oh, shut up.
That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Why do you have a ghost friend?
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you'd found some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence?
Passport, someone getting into detecting. Yep.
Actually, you know, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Jeez, did your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
If you really insist, then, here it is.
What do you have there?
It's a
It
passport.
happens to be an
Yeah.
e-handbook.
Okay.
I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
Is it hers? It's Chihiro's?
I got it! We know Chihiro's handbook
Oh.
was missing from the scene of
Or
the
he could have
crime,
just
right?
used Chihiro's. Oh, no, no, he couldn't because Chihiro could only get into the boys' locker room. Okay, never
For a
mind.
fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But
It's busted. Okay.
It won't even turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so...
Yeah, that's weird. This is weird.
You're right. They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
I wonder if he broke it so that no one could find out that she was listed as a boy.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere?
How did rich glasses get in the girls' room? Yeah, we don't know that either.
How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
Also, then, was Byaku trying to just get everyone killed? By saying that it was him? How did the handle break? Hacking it? Maybe they were able to physically hack into it and destroy it that way? I told you it's impossible to modify it. Try to open up its guts and a security buzzer goes off. I guess I can cross hacking off the list then. Oh, I embarrassed myself. Shit. By hitting it, by exploiting a bug? These things have been debugged. Oh my god, am I just wrong about everything?
Shoot.
Okay, Jesus. All right, okay. I picked everything wrong by hitting its weak point. It has a weak point?
You already told us before that the handbook
Oh, he
has
did
one
say
weak
that. I
point,
forgot.
didn't you?
I forgot about that.
Yeah! You remember that?
Monokuma said he unlocked all the doors right before they found Chihiro's body. Yeah, but it would take like a while to fake a crime scene.
Maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession, then
we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
I just love that Shitcorn is like screaming his brains out, so.
You're asking me?
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Yeah, it was the middle of the night.
Just tell us already. Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example? Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is... when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown
Oh my god.
and totally break! I flippin' knew it!
The boys. The boys.
Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna.
Yeah, the boys.
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh? It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates
Yeah, it's a 999 moment.
layer
Yep.
of air around your skin. If the hot air of the sauna were somehow
Drink
pushed
water, chat.
directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried. That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around.
Okay.
So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
I don't think saunas get to 200 degrees, but they do end up they get really hot. Like when you do hot yoga, it's like 120 in the room, and that's not even a sauna.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna,
That means the two boys.
then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
But that would have been too early for that to happen.
meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
Right.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident?
Yeah, the two boys that were
What
in
do
there
you
for so
mean by
long.
accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke?
Right.
They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why.
So shitcorn and eyebrow hair.
And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
Really, saunas have a rule of 200 where 200 degrees is considered the ideal temp. That's interesting. I didn't know that.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that? I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
Me.
I might know someone who did.
I might know two people who did.
Seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
He's gonna poop himself. Oh yeah. Wait, who wore all his clothes? It wasn't him. It wasn't Mondo. Was Mondo wearing all his clothes? Shit, I don't remember.
Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
It was Mondo, okay.
What?
Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Why are you so...
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember? And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on.
Yeah, hair towel.
But little did he realize...
He's mad because that's his boyfriend, that's fair.
In one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
Okay.
No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong.
Is he just mad because he, like, yeah, a little detail that doesn't seem important, but it's actually a big clue. That's true. Yeah, is he just mad because he's like, that's my bro?
I don't accept this. Show me the proof.
Yeah, he's mad because that's his bro. I mean, I don't want to believe it either, but I found something that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt. Did I? Did I? Oh, I don't know what card reader means.
Let's test Makoto's assertion.
I don't remember how to rotate these.
What he says is
there we
correct.
go.
Then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Is it the broken
Well,
one?
my goddamn handbook works just fine.
The broken one was his. You self-reported and vented out. I know you did.
Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
No, it's not.
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
The broken handbook that was in the main hall.
That was yours, and he's got
Isn't that
Chihiro's.
one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own.
Yep.
After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right! The punishment
Oh,
if
he has
someone wasn't
Leon's
fairly
shit. No,
enough to
I'm
display
wrong.
it.
He has Leon's.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's.
Right.
Which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's, yes?
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
He's dead.
Well, here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning
Oh, I
your
haven't played the new
handbook to
Among Us
another
stuff yet.
student. But if they're dead, they're not a student.
Right.
It's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch. What's wrong, bro? Come on, tell him he's wrong. You are wrong. You have to be wrong. Everything you just said is wrong. You made it all up.
Okay, then why don't we look back on
Rose
this case
before?
one more time, from the
Rose.
beginning. That way, everything...
I don't know why I did that. I'm sorry. Okay. Oh yeah, I have to make the thing. Okay, so we have to make what happened. All right. She packs up her stuff. Then she looks at stuff. Oh God. You know what? Let's not do this one first. All right. Let's go to the end. Okay. Killer sees her. Okay, that's her going into the locker room. Wait, hold on. This is going back into the locker room. Is this her going in? Okay, so wait. This is her going in. Why is the girls... Okay, ooh, this is a big one. Where's the everyone's transphobic case close button? I mean, we could pick the wrong killer on purpose so that everyone else dies. This is the longest one. Holy shit. I didn't realize it was going to be that long. Okay. Ties her up. Oh my God, let me go back to the beginning. Okay, hold on. Hits her in the head, and then Okay, wait, then... Oh my god, I literally don't know what I'm doing. Okay, scrawls the blood on the wall. Okay, so the blood getting scrawled on the wall is probably here. Oh, because he's getting the blood and putting it here. Yeah, it's longer because Byakuya is a dick. Okay, he's already got the electrical cable here. So where does he go get it? Wait, he's already got it here. Maybe... Oh, no, maybe this just goes here. Okay. You could never do these out of order. You gotta start from the beginning. Yeah, these are complex. They're complicated. Okay, turning the doorknob. Putting the poster up. Okay, so he's putting the poster up over here. Wait, where does he put the poster up? That's not even space here. Is it already? No, it's not swapped here. I'm confused. Because he's putting it up here and I don't see... Let's start from the beginning again. Okay. Alright, so she packs her stuff up. She runs into what's-her-face. She sees her bag. She sees the blue tracksuit in her bag. Okay, and then she hides it, she goes back. So she goes into the boys' locker room. She's happy to see whoever's there. Oh, she goes to the boys' locker room, she pushes the button to go in. Then she's happy to see him. And then she puts her stuff in her locker. And he picks up the weight. And then he hits her with it and kills her. And then now the weight has blood on it. Okay, and then, wait, no, that's like being dropped on the ground. This feels wrong. I don't think that goes there. Because he hasn't dropped it on the ground here yet. But I don't see anything else that would go there. Unless this is meant to be like... No, this is crumpled already, so it can't be it. Hey, welcome to the stream. Okay, rolling up the rug, moving the rug. So wait. Why is the rug getting rolled up already? Did one of them change part of the crime scene and one of them change the other part of the crime scene? I'm confused. Okay, hold on. Okay, this is the murderer turning the handle. I don't understand what he's doing there. And this is the murderer using the pass to go in and put the body down in the other locker room. So this is the girls' locker room door, maybe? Oh, this feels really wrong. Oh, maybe this is the girls' locker room door. And then he goes in. Does he drop the card here? Maybe he drops the pass here? Yeah, I'm not looking at chat because I know that chat will be trying to help right now. I just feel it in my bones. All right. And here's where he... No, wait, because here's where this gets dropped. Okay, hold on. Let me get this back out of here. This is wrong. This is wrong. Because this gets dropped all the way back here. And the last thing that happens is this pass gets dropped. I don't understand what's happening here then yet. Oh, so he's turning the knob and he throws the door open. Okay, so I think that's correct. This is obviously happening here. This obviously is putting the rope up, so those are correct. I'm concerned about the poster and the rug being rolled up. That's confusing to me. Okay, I don't know what happens if I get one of these wrong, because I got it right last time, so... so he picks her up, goes over to the girls, swipes into the girls. I guess this could be going into the girls. And then he puts her down. So He moved the body and everything's moved already. Oh, he moved all the stuff. He moved all the stuff. And then the body just got strung up by what's-her-face. So he moved all the stuff. Oh, this is him taking everything down. Okay, so here is this being taken down? I think that's being taken down, right? So that's being taken down. He takes this down, he picks up her body, moves her body. Yeah, if you're newer to the stream, I will straight up say, hey, I need help. What do I do if I need help? Okay, I think those two are correct. So, what 3 things are moved? The body. Okay, what goes here then? Is this him turning the knob? Where did I put turning the knob? Oh, maybe this one goes down here? I think this has to be him turning the knob and going in. And then he puts her body down and he's changed. Wait, no, this can't be that. He puts her body down and everything's been moved. I don't know what happens if I get one wrong, but I guess I'll find out if I do. All right, let's look from the beginning again. All right, looks at the bag, shoves her stuff back into the bag. She comes here, she goes up to the door, she slides into the door, she comes in, and then he's sitting here, he's behind her. He picks up the weight. My phone is ringing. Okay. Blood goes everywhere. I think this is wrong. So I think that blood goes everywhere. Blood goes on the poster. Blood goes on the floor. Then he goes here. He goes in the room. This is wrong, I think. So what does he do when he's in the room? He fixes the poster, he puts her body down, he moves. Wait, this is before he goes into the other room. Okay, wait. How does he move everything? Yeah, they definitely gave a lot of time to work on this, so I'm not complaining about that for sure. All right, so he takes down the poster. So he picks up the rug, takes down the poster, picks up her body. Then he goes to the girls' locker. Maybe this is where the girls' locker. Ooh, uh-oh, what did I press? Okay. Maybe he then goes to the girls' locker room at that point. This is where the girls' locker room goes. So then he goes into the girls' locker room. Wait, but how does he put everything back where it goes? Oh no, sorry. This goes here. This is going into the girls' locker room. He puts her body down. There's no thing here where he's putting a rug down. So I don't have a rug to put down. But he has to put the weight down too. So the weight gets put down, the poster gets moved. This all feels like halfway wrong. Okay, Act 5 here. He drops his card. But what is he doing here? Like, where is he when he drops the card? Just in here? What did that noise mean?
The killer is
I pressed Y
you.
just to see what happens, I guess.
First, let's take a look.
Look, if it's wrong, I don't know. If it's wrong, I'll fix it or die,
Last
maybe.
night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct?
In the final panel, Mondo threw away his invitation to smash. Damn. Oh, it just means I filled all the panels. Okay.
At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag.
Makoto is using the correct pronouns.
That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste? With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
They're gonna change pronouns here because they're a piece of shit. Oh, that's wrong. Okay, uh-oh. Fuck, you get fucked at the first one that's wrong? That was her looking at the boys' locker room. What? Wait, I don't understand why that one was wrong. Okay. I guess that maybe these two are swapped? Oh, is that her going into the door?
Exactly what happened.
Okay.
With bag in hand, she made her way to the locker. But how could the
Okay. Great. I didn't realize the door was open here.
She was really
A she.
Which is why he was
She.
able to use his own
Her.
handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside,
She.
he met with someone there. And the person he
She.
met was the one who killed him.
Her.
It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro, and attacked him.
Her. Fuck.
And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from.
Okay. All right, she's dead.
It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned.
Here's what's messed up. So, did Mondo know that Chihiro was born a boy? Like, did he already know that she was born a boy? And is that... So that's not... So the one thing I will say is I thought that the murder... I really hope the murder had nothing to do with... I'm just not going to talk. I'm going to keep going. Sorry. I'm correcting myself too much. So he takes the poster down.
Why the killer hurried to try and hide the act.
I know, I'm just rhetorical questioning.
Pulling up the bloodstained carpet. Then removing the bloody poster.
But so I will say that if she was worried about other people finding out she was born a boy, she wouldn't have just gone to meet Mondo. That's true. Mondo did just find out because he then started calling her dude. But if she was worried about it, maybe she just trusted him. Okay. That one was right at least.
And finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room.
Oh, and then I assume that Mondo knew that he could use the other passports or whatever.
E-handbook. Necessary to get into the locker room, of course.
But
this
he
alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl.
Right.
After all,
this is wrong, I guess.
And Junko's handbooks had been
I feel like this is going to be wrong.
Hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room.
We already established this. Yeah. Okay, shit. Ooh, uh-oh. We only have like one mistake left, pretty much. All right, so what is next? What did we miss? It's not the weight. Is it him putting the poster up? Is that what they want us to see?
The killer is you! After all, Side using one of the...
Okay.
And
no, it's a whole
exactly
hard per mistake, yeah.
Did.
So I have like one mistake and then half
With
a mistake,
the carpet
essentially.
and the poster they brought with them, they got to work.
I love that they know how to use they pronouns right now.
Change the layout of the boys and girls locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch.
And then
that could have been the end of things.
But Byaku, you're
discovered the body and
Byaku,
decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated. So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work.
Why,
he
though?
Used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body.
I guess, yeah, because he's just a dick? Like, I don't understand.
Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter.
Why? Sorry, I just don't understand.
And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings,
He thought it would be interesting to mix things up. Yeah, but then he dies. Then he just dies.
There, they plan to destroy the last.
He dies then. He's stupid.
handbook.
If that's really the reason why, he dies. Like, he caused his own death
the killer
then.
expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook.
Right.
And that's how it all played out. Isn't that right, Mondo Arata?
Oh my god, Rainiac, shut up, buddy. I don't know what else to say. Okay, I have it on auto now because I'm sick of pressing buttons. We're just gonna let it go.
This can't be right. Where's your evidence? Yeah, where's your evidence?
Like, I don't want to get you banned from my channel, but you will.
Proof! Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on
He's acting on the info that Toko gave him before the murder. I guess that's fair. But he would have, if he like, I don't know. I think that when he knew that Toko was the murderer or like was the serial killer, but that doesn't, like, he would know then that what the serial murderer's like code was. Okay, if I could somehow show where Mondo's handbook is right now. Once I do that, everything will become clear. Oh good, a new element. Let's hear about it. Let's talk a little bit about fever time and nega time. During a bullet time battle, if you press the RB button, fever time will activate and the tempo will be forced to its max. At this point, even if you push the buttons at random, you won't miss? What does that mean? This only lasts until your focus gauge runs out. Okay. So we've also prepared something called nega time that your opponent can use? I'm sorry, what? If the opponent activates nega time during the bullet time battle, your tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit tougher to hit the buttons in rhythm. Oh, I have to do it in rhythm. Okay, never mind. I'm sure nothing would happen. I don't know what I was worried about. Time for pee-pee poo-poo time. If your action difficulty is set to gentle, which we are not. I'm using a controller. Good luck and have fun. I don't remember what buttons to push for what. Hold on, wait, game. Stop, please stop. I don't remember. Lock on. As you continue, you'll have the chance to lock onto an enemy. I don't remember. I'm gonna die here. Oh, do I just press A over and over again until occasionally press Y?
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. False. I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen.
What the heck is happening?
I refute you. False.
What is he doing? Bro, stop. I'm sorry, what was just happening? What just happened? What just happened? Uh-oh. Wait. Wouldn't revealing the person? Oh. So does this just always happen if you fuck it up?
Is this really the end for all of?
Yes, I would like to try that again. Holy shit. That was a mess. No, it was a mess though. They assume because you can't make your point the murderer. That's really weird.
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. False. I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen.
This is really confusing right now.
some evidence. I won't listen. False. You're corrupt. I refuse to vote. I refute you.
What is happening?
You're corrupt. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence.
It got so freaking crazy hard out of nowhere.
Show me some evidence.
This should prove it.
Why? Him doing that just is so confusing.
Thinking so far is right.
The rhythm is not accurate to the rhythm of the song, and that is what makes me lose it.
Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's.
Okay.
In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that, we'll...
We don't gotta do that.
Oh.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
So using RB did not cancel out the nega time. I choked on my water again. But then some weird stuff ended up happening. So it doesn't quite cancel it out, but it does something where it makes it okay.
I did it. I killed him.
Her. I think we've had enough content warnings. Everybody knows that this is fucked up.
Bro, what are you saying?
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with.
If my bro was transphobic, he would no longer be my bro.
Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that.
Wait! Hold on!
No waiting, no holding on. Time for the moment we've all been waiting for.
This is the longest
Grab
I've streamed
your
in like a
lever
year,
and
by the way.
Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Like I said, Max isn't here today, so I'm just
What's it
messing
gonna
around.
be? What's it gonna be?
Yeah, I just want to be through this chapter. No joke, honestly, the reason I was playing so long today is because I was like, I don't want to leave this fucked up stuff until next week. Like, I want to get through it. Then we can go back to people just spoiling things instead of being shitty.
What?
Thank you, Firefly. You got it right again. Yes, it is so. The Blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was Mondo Owada. Fuck you, Poopcorn. I knew you were a piece of shit.
Unbelievable.
In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Kiyotaka. So Taka chose the wrong answer. You're treading very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimaru. You need to be more careful. I refuse to believe it. So who did he vote for then? This is like Drag Race. If you vote for the person that everybody else didn't vote for, you have to admit who it was. Show me the fucking lipsticks. There's no way he would kill someone.
Sorry.
What is this?
Why are you apologizing? Why? I'm not saying that many times. Why did you do it? She like trusted you enough and you fucking killed her.
Now then.
It looks like Mondo's taken a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf.
Actually...
The story of the murder this time is the sad story of two men. But for anyone who doesn't want to hear it, you can hit the B button to fast forward the text. Can someone explain to me why this is here? Did the translators just realize that people might not want to fucking deal with this? This is repeat playthroughs? I mean, not anything? Okay. Anyway, there was once a young boy and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. You're so weak, even though you're a boy? What? Hey, Bratterfield, you're coming in at the fucked up part of this. I'm really sorry. He'd heard things like that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and buried himself further and further into that weakness. to take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out. Of what? That's not why people... Oh, never mind. Now nobody will be able to say anything even though you're a boy. But no matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken root deep inside of him and was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. What does that mean? The complex didn't disappear. Instead, it only grew stronger and stronger. Okay.
Wait.
I'm gonna go through this kind of quickly. Once the killing game had begun, he had no choice but to accept. Okay, I'm just gonna go through this kind of quickly because I really don't care. Okay, so the embarrassing secret was gonna be that she was born a boy. Right.
Hey,
And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. Okay. I have lots of thoughts. Let's keep going.
I'm sorry.
I don't really want to talk about it right now, but I don't want to leave things the way they are, so maybe I can talk about it later. Oh, so she was like worried about people knowing. And she was just worried about it. So it motivated her to want to go to the gym.
That's right. I want to change.
I don't understand. Like, okay,
Hey,
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so there's like 2 layers of things here that I want to say. I want to say that this to me mirrors a lot the story of oh my god, help, my brain is gone. Who's the Makoto? Wait, Makoto. So this Naoto. Yeah, thank you, Naoto. This to me mirrors a lot of the story of Naoto in Persona 4. And I don't want to get into details right now about that because it's huge spoilers for Persona 4, but gender roles are a fuck, and everyone who believes in them can do things that are not nice. Yep, it sure was. Okay, the biker gang fella had been painfully clear. Yep. So Chihiro probably figured that if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. This doesn't make any sense. Like, it makes more sense for her to want to talk to like Sakura or something like that. Literally her motivation doesn't make any sense to me.
Correct.
That's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room into the girls' locker room.
Indeed.
What? Wasn't that to cover up what he'd done?
Certainly.
That could have been part of it, but I don't think that was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men that he'd made to Chihiro. That what?
But...
How does moving the body keep a secret? What?
Because...
If everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, right. Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity, so he tried to protect Chihiro. What? Mondo tried to protect Chihiro because Chihiro was a boy, but was a girl, and then he also killed her. Oh my god. Okay, let's get out of here, please. Let's get out of here. Can we get out of here? Do you guys want to go home? Like, I'm turning this van around right now. The possibility of having your secrets exposed.
What is this?
That's impossible. Nothing could have been that bad. Something he didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone. Mondo, right? Mondo's secret. So what's Mondo's secret? To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, he obviously can. That's all there is to it. I'm turning this killing high school right around. We're going home. While we're on the subject, why don't I tell you? So they're gonna just tell me Mondo's secret? Mondo's secret embarrassing thing was that he peed the bed, probably.
Hey,
What did Mondo do? He killed his own brother? Oh, he did mention his brother was dead. But why? Makes all the hoodlums and riffraff of the country turn, but the only time he had a chance... So the only reason he had a chance to join a gang in the first place was because he killed his brother? But then that sounds like that everyone would know. Or did he kill his brother to take over? Daya Awada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle. It seems like the writers were going for toxic masculinity is awful, but they didn't realize that they were tripping into trans identity elements with Chihiro, which mucks things up. That's why I'm comparing it so hard to Naoto. Again, whatever. We're not going to talk about it right now. Okay, he wanted to measure up to his big brother. I don't want to spoil Persona 4, even though it's an old game. Okay. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang. Before anyone knew it, it had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, number 1 in the gang, and his number 2, his younger brother, Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy. Ew, gross. Sorry, the combination of peaches and gravy sounds gross. Okay, Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the gang from his brother's greatness. Okay, so he killed him. The kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Daya created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Can someone like that really be our leader? All that'd do is make the gang look bad. Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of the other members of the gang, which is why...
I
gotta get stronger than Daya. Once, just one time. No matter what, I gotta win.
Don't fuck with me.
I don't care what it takes, I gotta come out on top. And on the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. But during the race, tragedy struck. Wait, if he was retired anyway. Okay, he pushed ahead, dashed into oncoming traffic, but suddenly... He didn't kill his brother? I don't understand what's happening. It's pink. The blood is gay. All right. Laying in his brother's arms, the older brother delivered his favorite words. My bad, kid. I fucked up. Sorry. That's not even a secret. Of course he knew it was his brother's fault, but Daya never blamed him for what happened. Okay, kid, the rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together. Because it's the team you and me put together. All Mondo has to say is, I didn't mean for him to die. He died saving me. It's a promise between men. Oh my god, this is so stupid. He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang. In order to keep the gang together and keep the promise to his brother, he could never admit to anyone it was its own weakness that had caused the accident. And as a result, the team was made even stronger under the banner of the kid who had bested his big brother. Daya was going to lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. Sorry. That came the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to lead the team so bad he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother.
I just...
I like that they are having what he's saying mirror what Chihiro said when she was like, I'm weak, weak, weak. As soon as our killing game began, he realized no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. And then the hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. At that point, it was clear I would have no problems shedding light on his secret, which was that he didn't really... Okay. I like them having the same inferiority complex. Yes, I agree. Toxic masculinity is the true villain, as usual. No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I'd been carrying around, it would have been for nothing. So that's why. You're dumb. After I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head filled up with a kind of fuzzy uneasiness and started swirling around. I'd never found anything like it before. I didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while, that fuzzy uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety way down in my stomach, and it was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with her. And right there, she told me a secret. Seriously? Jesus.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry I lied to you. But why? Why now? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden?
Huh?
If they would have right here had her exactly express what she meant. So there's two ways that what did she exactly confess? Did she confess, I was born a boy, but now I want to be a girl? Or did she confess, I am so deep in toxic masculinity that I am afraid to admit that I'm a boy because it's easier for me to be seen as a girl. These are two completely different things, but of course they didn't show us what she actually said.
But
You're right, but
I want to change.
I wrapped myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever. Wait, though. Wait, though. Fuck. Her words were like a knife in my gut. I felt like she was exposing the lie I'd been living myself. I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong, it can't hurt you, right? Oh my god, there's so many layers here. Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us.
You piece of...
What are you saying? I should just say it?
What?
You're saying if I really am, I
What?
should be able to tell everyone my secret?
Huh?
I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. Oh, that she could reveal her secret? She had the strength to face her own weakness to try and overcome it. It was the kind of strength I've never had. So I was jealous of her, and that jealousy broke me.
What?
Are you making fun of me? I'm strong. Are you fucking with me right now?
No!
I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo. I felt like I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. Sorry. Gay panic? Okay, what did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to just sit back, let my secret get revealed and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
Damn you!
Why did you have to tell me all that? Are you trying to rub my failure in my face?
I just wanted to...
I really admire you. I admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
I am strong. Strong, I'm strong. So he like snaps in a parallel way.
You son of a bitch!
And then he kills her. I don't remember anything after that. When I woke up, she was laying at my feet covered in blood. Mondo making Chihiro's confession all about himself. I mean, are you surprised? He's a piece of shit. Piece of shit! Okay, I had the dumbbell in my hand and I was just staring at her down on the ground.
I
killed her.
I killed Chihiro.
I killed Chihiro.
Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
If you order pizza, I will be your wife. Please order me a pizza. What kind of pizza you gonna order? Thanks, Danny. I need a pizza after this game. He hid that weak side away from everyone. That was a secret. A weakness like that lived in her heart. Like, who are we talking about? I don't know which person, so I didn't know what to do with the pronouns there. Pepper Pony is cool with me. Yeah, everyone, you deserve pizza and water and a tea. This is a lot. And I'm gonna, he killed another living human. Okay, that's fine. He couldn't cut free of his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is. I like that he said that he doesn't know what true strength is, because that's fucking true. Okay. Just shut up, you son of a bitch. Go ahead, say that again. I dare you.
Yep.
I'll say it as many times as I want, is what I want to say. But, unfortunately, I can't do that right now, because the time for punishing is fast approaching. Oh, I have a headache now, too.
Well now.
That's what I promised you, right? The blacken that disturbs the peace will be punished.
Ridiculous.
Hold on.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
I hope he gets run over by 100 bikes.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
I said wait.
Sorry, man. I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
I hope this one's funny, because I need it, Wooglet. I need something funny to happen now. You feel bad for Taka? Yeah. That's his bro now. Mondo has been found guilty. Time for the punishments. That was his only friend, I know. Get wrecked. I love that he also has the hair. Oh my god, that's so funny. Hi, is it punishment time? Yeah, this dude's getting punished for being a piece of shit. Get executed, the cage of death. Get in the cage of death, you bitch. Yeah, emotes. Give me all the emotes you got. Chat, slam them. Slam them? Slam them. Get in the cage! Is he gonna get liquefied from going in circles? That's a shitty death. Oh, oh. You ever vomit so hard you die? Because that's what would happen to me here. Wait, what? What happened to him? Where'd he go? Wait, what happened to him? Where is he? Oh, is he in this little thing? What? Wait, why is he butter? Wait, why is he going on pancakes? What the fuck? Laugh at death and your soul will forever be at peace. It can't be. I can't believe it's not Mondo. You thought he was instant ramen? Because of his hair? Oh, that makes way more sense for him to be ramen because of his hair. That was definitely butter, though. My brother. Another murder and another execution. Oh, butter on corn. That's true. I want to feel again. Everyone's lives are taken so lightly here. I feel like I might be going mad. Maybe I'll just let it happen. Oh. It's a literary reference? What do you mean? For what literary? You okay, Taka? As Taka's sad screams invaded our skulls, we were each forced to realize once again. But of course he had to. This execution's a reference to the story of Little Black Sambo, where a guy's trapped on a tree by 4 tigers. He gets tigers to bite each other's tails and going into circles until they become butter. Oh, thank you. Thanks for explaining that. I appreciate it. Okay, what a disappointment. This is the end of the game? Byakuya.
What is this?
You are insane, you dumb...
Naturally.
This game is life or death.
Hey.
I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response except that I don't understand why. Why did you go out of your way to disguise Mondo's crime?
What?
Isn't it obvious? Because it made things more interesting. Does he like so rich that he's like, I don't care if I die because I'm so rich that I'll just do whatever I want? His voice was calm, emotionless, like the voice of death. It chilled me to the bone. Last night when the murder took place, I was in the library as usual.
Honestly.
So you ignored the nighttime rule too. That rule never mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing to it.
There is nothing to be done.
I don't particularly care. Please continue. I love her so much. Is he the Joker? Some men just want to see the world explode. Okay, the night grew late and I decided to return to my room, which is when I stumbled upon him. It's every shitty person you've had an argument with on Twitter. Yep. I spotted Mondo coming out of the girls' locker room. After he'd gone, I looked inside and saw the corpse. You mean you actually witnessed the murder? He was such a fool. He didn't have the slightest idea that I'd seen him.
Well...
So you're saying you knew who the culprit was from the very beginning? Yeah, he's like a catchy for sure.
That's right.
I won't reference which character that is because again, we're heading into spoilers for other games that I'm trying to avoid. If that had been the end of it, how boring would that have been? I mean, what a waste of time to have the answer revealed right at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a little helping hand. I thought it would liven things up. You did all that to liven things up?
I see.
Now you need to spoil yourself because you just hope this guy dies in the worst possible way? Don't go read it, Red! Come on. So after hearing about Genocide Jack from Toko, you decided to use that to create the fake murder scene.
But...
If we hadn't figured out who'd really done it, you would have been dead too. That's what I'm trying to say. Well, obviously I would have revealed the truth before it reached that point. Oh. So you were just having a fun game, but you knew who it was? Okay, whatever. He turned and looked me in the eye. I could feel his sharp eyes piercing into me. Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it never did, and I was able to perform an interesting experiment.
Interesting.
Once I do decide to become blackened, I now know who I'll have to watch out for. Oh, because I was so smart? Uh-oh. No, I hope he says Kyoto.
Correct.
So that was your reason. Oh, Kyoko, sorry. Are you satisfied?
Indeed.
We're done listening to your story. Moving on.
Hey.
There's something I'd like to ask Monokuma.
What's this?
I'm up next.
You
You like to perform these elaborate executions each time, correct? My question is why? Why are you asking an insane puppet? Never mind. Do you like them? But you know this punishment, this despair, it's not just for you. All this punishment, all my despair is my gift to mankind itself.
What?
You're over-exaggerating. I'm not over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant to transform all hope to despair.
Damn.
What do you mean? Mean? I don't remember this song at all. Mean? Mean?
What the
Mean?
heck?
That's enough means. I don't understand why you have to pick apart every stupid little thing. That's what I'm saying. Whatever, it doesn't matter. In the end, I'm gonna stand alone as the victor, and then everything will be revealed to me.
Ooh,
Ah, the noble son of a noble family. Truly, you understand me. Hoo-hoo-hoo. I think this is the start of a terrifying friendship.
That's enough.
Shut up. I would never stoop to the level of a childish criminal like you. Let me just say this. After I've achieved complete victory, you're up next. I'm gonna find you and kill you, understand?
In the name of my family.
For which victory is a foregone conclusion.
you're getting all riled up.
So cool. It's like you're the main character of a video game or something. No trash mob for you. I swear, whatever it takes, I will kill you. Temper, temper. Sounds like someone needs a nap. Bro, calm down. Monokuma's laughter peeled across the courtroom and the curtain closed on the case of Chihiro and Mondo. But I knew that wasn't the end. The killing game would still continue, because the mastermind wouldn't let it end. For those of us who were still alive, our worst fear and despair kept on multiplying. It was the kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy in hell had more of a future than us. What a freaking analogy. All of our courage, our effort, our friendship, it felt like it amounted to nothing at all. It was the worst kind of despair.
Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot.
Dr. Manhattan?
Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring?
Wait, what girl?
Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it.
Yeah, once we get to the place where I'm going to stop for the day, I do want to talk about the Chihiro thing for just a minute.
Fear
We'll keep
and
going for a second.
despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match.
Sakuya didn't kill anyone, though. She tried to kill Baseball Dude, but Baseball Dude killed her.
But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part. You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now. So just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay? After all, that's what everyone wants to see.
Monokuma's saying that Sakuya got the ball rolling whether she dived for it or not. That's fair. He's talking to somebody else that's in the school with us. We don't know who. There's one thing I'd like to ask you.
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away.
Who is it? The 16th high school student, I mean, what?
Ooh.
Oh my god. We're
You really
gonna get this crazy cliffhanger. Oh, not Sakuya's the big girl. Oh god, what's the other girl's name? Sakaya, yeah. Sayaka, there we go, jeez.
I know I said you could ask anything, but super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied. Because you see, that's my ace in the hole. And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
Boy's Life of Despair was a good title for that one. Oh my god. What a fucking stream, chat. What a stream. I'm gonna talk for just a minute once I can save the game. I got a crazy diamond. Okay. Yeah, I'm glad we finished that chapter. So, game... Nope. Nice try. Nice try. Okay. I'm going to go to my just chatting stream for just a minute because I do want to talk. Let me exit out of this game too while I'm in it. How do I get the fuck out of here? Get me out. Let me out of this game. This happened last week too. I couldn't figure out how to exit the game. What? How the fuck do I get out? I guess I have to Alt F4. Okay, cool. It's closed. So real quick, I want to talk about this for just a moment. I want to be clear about my feelings right now. And I want to also, before I start talking, and I'm going to try and make this quick. Before I start talking, I am going to be spoiling part of the storyline for Persona 4 for the character of Naoto. So if you don't want a spoiler for Persona 4 for Naoto's story, thanks for coming to my stream today. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back next week playing more of this chapter 3. So I'm going to try and make this quick. I'm glad we went through this. But what I want to talk about is there was a lot of controversy originally when Persona 4 came out, where there was a lot of discussion about Naoto being a trans man. And if you were to pick apart the story for Naoto, her story is not one of a trans man. It's the story of a woman who was gender nonconforming. And in order to be presented and accepted in society, she denied her true feelings about herself and became what society wanted her to be. And so for Naoto, when people were very, very clearly like, oh, Naoto's really a trans man, etc., it was really difficult for me because as someone who is gender nonconforming and it was also born female and also leans way more into the masculine side of things, it was really difficult for me in that way. I think the Chihiro storyline has so much of that same flavor where a human being, Chihiro, is born a boy and transitions to live life as a woman in order to be accepted in society for whatever feelings that they have about themselves, the way that they act, in order to be seen as normal and not be bullied and singled out. The problem is, in Persona 4, Naoto's shadow self clearly says to her, hey, you are faking it because you want to be accepted. In Danganronpa, they don't show Chihiro's confession. What do they confess? What do they say? Do they say to Mondo, hey, I'm trans. I turned my weakness into my strength and became the woman I wanted to be. And I'm afraid that everyone knows, if they know that I was born a male, that they would be mean or whatever. Or did they confess, hey, I'm not really a girl. I present as a girl so that I can be accepted in society, right? They don't show that. And so it's so tricky and done so incorrectly in such a way where we don't have to know how Chihiro really felt about what pronouns they wanted to use. But what we do have to know and understand is that every other person around them, upon finding out that they had a penis, decided to switch pronouns. And that's what's disgusting in the game for me. That's what's fucked up. If someone that is around you is not there to give you some kind of like opinion or feeling, that's what to me, like, they just straight up went, oh, never mind, we found out this person had a penis. Sorry, you're he pronouns and you're a boy now. Which is not, it's not reality, right? It's super fucked up to me. And that was the most triggering part of this to me, wasn't that she was possibly trans or not trans or the whole storyline is held poorly. Like, it's it's the motive doesn't make any sense. Her confession nothing makes any sense. But what the most triggering part of it for me was the people around her's reaction, especially as someone who knows that when I'm not around, a lot of people still use she pronouns for me when I'm not there to defend myself. It gets really difficult for me. Yeah, and I think that like it just doesn't work for me. The reason, so Spokes Lemon, I would say like it's a lot easier with Naoto for me to think of her as a woman, because when they show Naoto in her comic book later, so if you haven't seen Naoto's, the comic book with Rise and Naoto that takes place afterwards, she is completely presenting as a woman with long hair and in a female outfit. And I think it's because she's kind of like out at that point. And still getting respect for being a detective. But again, the problem with all of this is that, Kanji's gay storyline is also fucked up too. I mean, like, here's the thing, like, a lot of us as queer people right now, I mean, Wooglet, I'm assuming that like Spokes Lemon and Skelly and all of us have some kind of like, gender fluid people exist. We are all coming from, not all of us, I know some of you are cis heteros, and no, it's probably not, it doesn't hit the same way. But as a gender nonconforming person, as a non-binary person, this obviously is not from somebody who is that. It's kind of the butt of the, not the butt of the joke, but like the twist in the storyline. It's like the end of fucking Ace Detective, or what is that movie? Oh my God. Not Ace Detective, that's not what, Ace Ventura. It's like the end of Ace Ventura, where it's like joke or punchline or twist or murder is due to the trans stuff. And it's, anyway, thank you all for getting through this with me today. It was difficult for all of us, I believe. I think that as queer people, we are going to approach media that we are interested in. I'm not on camera. I can't dab. Hold on. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna turn my camera on. Oh, my camera is literally off. I literally can't turn it on. Never mind. But I think as queer people, we will, and I have, and I will in the future too, find media that I truly like, that does not treat queer people in the way that I want it to treat queer people. And it's okay to still enjoy and consume that media and understand that this was all we had previously, and now we have stuff like Night in the Woods and a lot of queer media that is actually queer and good. So this is literally what the word problematic is for, 100%. Yeah, we can enjoy this and acknowledge that it's flawed and a product of its time and a product of creation by certain people. So anyway, thank you all for hanging out with me today. It was really fun to play this. Thanks for being cool, everybody. People were way more cool about all the trans stuff than they were about spoilers, so that's all I'm gonna say. All right, we're gonna do a raid. Let me see who we gonna raid. Shout out to chat. Shout out to my mods today. Shout out to my mods today. I'm so sweaty. It's hot in here. Okay. Yeah, everyone go do some self-care.